Access to capital is vital for the success of your business, but access to capital does not guarantee the success of your business. You see, one wrong move can significantly undermine your business potential to cash flow. It is important for you to understand four important concepts about capital markets. One is what is capital market portfolios? And you have a range of financial instruments that you need to know in order to make better, smarter, wiser business decision when it comes to capital access. Second, it is important for you to understand smart ways to access these financial instruments because it is one thing to know that these financial instruments exist, and it is quite another to be able to access capital markets to the business advantage. Third, it is also important to understand smart ways to leverage a financial instrument. Why? Because very often we see that persons access capital, but instead of you leveraging capital as an asset, it becomes a liability. And that's a pathway that you want to avoid by all means necessary. And fourth, it is absolutely necessary for you to understand capital market mitigation. And here is where very often persons accessing capital, whether it be debt or equity, credit or creative financing, or hard money lending, you often would complain about a high cost of capital, not recognizing that you have a fair degree of influence over the cost that you're paying for capital. Now, here is where Global Capital Inc. comes in. We give you a blueprint that helps you to understand the four tenets of financial markets, and that is capital portfolio, capital access, capital leverage, and capital mitigation. But if you can recall, I would have said earlier on that access to capital does not guarantee the success of your business. What significantly influences the success of your business is your ability to build a strong personal brand. Now, Global Capital Inc. and our partners, we have built out a blueprint that really gives you the step by step approach that you need to learn, apply, and master when you're building and mastering your personal brand. Since having a strong personal brand can set the stage to guarantee the success of your business, why not focus your attention here? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a brief insight as to why developing, building, and mastering your personal brand is a massive game changer. One, the ability to build and master your personal brand enables you to get foot in the door. As time progresses, I will explain what getting the foot in the door means. It also enables you to get a seat at the table. It enables you to be visible and to be heard. It also sets the stage for people to know you, to like you, and to trust you. And think about you're in a position of strength where you have control over this, knowing also that people prefer to buy and invest with those that they know, like, and trust. Above all, you will also be able to set that stage where you're able to set your goals, business financial goals, and go after it because of the fact that you have a strong personal brand. Now, what exactly is a strong personal brand? What is a personal brand? And let me also debrief you here too. A personal brand has a personality. So the first thing that you would need to do when you're attempting to build and master your personal brand is to figure out how to add personality to your person. And there are a blueprint. There are step-by-step systems that we at Global Capital Inc. will introduce to you so you're not playing the guessing game. Second, in building and mastering your personal brand, it's important for you to recognize that you're not building and mastering your personal brand in isolation to the dreams, hopes, and aspiration of a specific target group. So it is necessary for you to not only take the time to know that target group, but it's to ensure that personal brand that you're building is being built with relevance to that specific target group. Now, for that to happen, you need to understand the buyer data markers of the ideal client. Again, we have a step-by-step systems that we will unlock to you so you're in that position of strength to make highly informed, highly educated decision as you build out your brands. The last concept that I will share with you here today on building and mastering your personal brand is that the ideal audience must also be relevant to you. And there are a number of buyer data markers, a number of performance indicators that you would need to understand to be able to predetermine one, that your brand is relevant to the ideal client, and two, the ideal client is relevant to you. Outside of this body of knowledge, you may be playing the guessing game as you attempt to start and scale your six, seven, eight, and nine figure brand. With Global Capital Inc. and our international team, you don't have to play that guessing game. But let me put the icing on the cake here. Along with taking the time to understand financial instruments so as to make better, smarter, wiser business decisions, you will also be exposed to our thesis that enables you to build and master your personal brand. And every successful business anchors on building and mastering their personal or corporate brands. The icing on the cake is that we will also give you the support that you need to access capital. The beauty in working with us is that we are able to help you to access non collateralized funding at 0% interest for 6 to 24 months. Remember, I talk about you need to understand the differences with capital. If you take debt and you're invested in real estate portfolios, that debt is subject to PITI immediately. But with credit financing, when you understand the type of credit instruments to go after, it's different. Particularly so when you're able to negotiate 0% APR for 6 to 24 months. It means that you're not paying any interest here. So this is the type of funding that we're able to get to you. Now, you might be saying that you're a foreign national, and what I'm saying may not be relevant to you if you're not living in the United States of America. But guess what? There's a concept that we call joint venture partnership. And with joint venture partnership, you can be in Timbuktu. You're still able to access the support that we are willing to give to you. Not only to access capital, because what we do is work with you to de-risk how you leverage capital and optimize the financial gains by building and mastering that personal brand and aligning it to the ideal client and to ensure that the ideal client is relevant to you. So this is an ecosystem that we have built out just for you. So I want to encourage you to get involved, reach out to us, and schedule a meeting, a free consultation, so our team can walk you through this process and set you up to start getting the much needed support that you need to advance your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations in business. We're here to help you start and scale your six, seven, eight, and nine-figure brand and position yourself for your ultimate success. My name is Gary Thompson. It's a pleasure being here with you, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Be blessed.